Yeah, we have Chief James Craig is with us, and we appreciate you being here. You are the Detroit Police Chief, sir. And this Rashida Tlaib tweet is certainly getting a lot of attention, just for everybody to see once again. She says it wasn't an accident. Policing in our country is inherently and intentionally racist. Daunte Wright was met with aggression and violence. I am done with those who condone government-funded murder. No more policing, incarceration, and militarization. It can't be reformed. Do you agree, sir, that it can't be reformed? I know that you have been working hard to do some of these reforms.
I got to tell you, Dana, her comments are just simply described as this: reckless, disgusting, knee-jerk response to an issue that she's painting the entire profession with a broad brush. That's the problem today. And then who is she really speaking for? Look, I've been a police chief here in Detroit for 8 years. Let me tell you what I know. Detroit residents do not want to defund the police. They don't want to dismantle the police. So who is she speaking for? She's reckless, and all she's doing this for is to bring attention to herself, nothing more.
Do you think that the police officers under your command, are they affected by this policy discussion and the politicization of it that's happening, and sometimes taking national politics and bringing them to very local issues like what's happened in Brooklyn Center?
I'll tell you what's different here in Detroit, and I'm very fortunate and blessed that, the men and women who serve here in Detroit, they know that this chief of police is going to stand up and support them. We've seen what's going on across the nation, whether it's New York, my old home of Los Angeles. I get calls from members of my old department. They're so dissatisfied because they don't feel supported. People are leaving police service. They're retiring. They're resigning. And many of these departments are even having difficulty recruiting. That's not happening here in Detroit. We still have a pipeline of candidates coming in once a month, and our attrition rate has declined. And some other good news is folks that have left our agency for higher paid jobs in other agencies want to come home. And I always ask the question, why? They said, because we know you support the men and women doing this difficult job. Now, Dana, make no mistake, when a police officer engages in criminal misconduct, very transparent, we hold them accountable, and so that reassures the community that we know what effective and transparent policing looks like.
But let me ask you then, because you talk about accountability, a lot of officers leaving. Do you agree with the decisions in Minnesota that happened, where the police chief resigned, and of course the officer who shot Daunte Wright, she also resigned, but the police chief resigning, was that necessary, or are we running people out of these jobs so quickly?
Well, let's look across the country. The number of police chiefs over last year, the summer of love, what's described by many, and the number of police chiefs that left service, some voluntarily, some forced out, and so this is not unusual. Fortunately, again, I got to go back here in Detroit, certainly the community, our community, supports this police department, supports this police chief, but that doesn't mean that outside agitators come in and stoke the flames. They do it. It happened here last year. We just didn't see looting. We didn't have burning because our community wanted us to stand firm. We weren't going to have these summer of loves and these anarchist none of that. It didn't happen here in Detroit. It didn't happen because our activists support us. And that's a very different relationship than you see in so many cities. And let's face it, you can't negotiate. I was asked on your program yesterday about what I thought, that now the police chief is out, that the city manager is out, that the rioting would stop. I said, no, it's going to continue.
It'll keep going, right?
I said it yesterday.
Right.
And it happened.
I saw you say that yesterday on Neil Cavuto's show, and I was glad to have a chance to talk to you myself. Thank you, Chief. We'll be back in touch with you, no doubt.
Great. Looking forward to it, Dana.